I'm back in Final Fantasy XIV Stormblood. It's still Friday night. It's dark now. Dark outside and dark in the game. Oh, I just noticed the stars look pink. The stars in the sky up there look very pink for some reason. Interesting. As you can see, I've grown much taller than Alizé. Haha, no, it's forced perspective. Another Lalafell, of course. It's always a Lalafell that jumps into my frames when I don't want them. So yeah, it's later. I'm getting ready to continue with the main story. My dog is outside, so I'll probably have to bring her in shortly. Okay, first thing I want to do, as per usual, I forgot to put on the new gear that I got. So let's put on our Twin Silk Robe of Aiming. Ooh, nice. That's cool. I like that. Need to do something about that hat. I'm getting tired of that hat. It's too hipster looking for me. So, let's continue. I believe we are on our way somewhere. I've actually kind of forgotten what happened in that last cutscene. Maybe we can recap quickly what happened. Alizé is ready to depart for Aligiri when you are. Patrol White Rock for Imperial forces. Rendezvous with Alizé. We did that. There was a cutscene. I believe we saw Fordola? Am I remembering that right? Well, whatever. Let's just talk to Alizé. I'm sure she'll let us know. Heavens weep. The fear in Alizé's eyes is unlike anything you have ever seen before. Uh-oh. This way. There's no time to lose. Why? What is... I really should have watched the video to remember what happened. There was a fight happening, I think. I can't believe I've forgotten. It was only like a couple of hours ago that I watched this cutscene, and I've already forgotten what was in it. Here's Alizé in front of these big doors. It's worse than it looks. He probably wasn't even... pull yourself together. The gate. This is our way inside. We need to find my brother, right now. Oh, I remember now. The cannon shot the tower. The locks on the massive gate appear to have been disabled. You need only prise them open to pass through. Proceed into Specula Imperatoris. Yes, let's go. I've discovered a new location. That's right, so she's worried about, right, all the casualties. Of course, I should have known. I remember now. Alizé. Damn it, I don't see them. My brother or Lise. Maybe the general knows something. Pippin? It shall be done. Okay. Alright, Raubon, what happened?
I'm glad you're here, Tia. In case it isn't obvious, the Imperials fired on us. On Specula Imperatoris. I didn't think they had that in them. To kill their own men just to kill us. Gods damn them all.
Where is my brother? Tell me where he is. I want to see him. He was in the tower when it was struck. But that need not mean anything. Our forces are still evacuating, and many remain unaccounted for.
Alizé, listen. There are soldiers wounded and dying all about us. Soldiers and families, just like you and me. They need our help. Do you understand?
He's right. I'll take the north, you take the east.
Okay, let's help these people. Tell the adders we need their conjurers ready to receive our wounded, and get me every carriage you can find. They could fire on us again at any moment.
It shall be done. That's why he was saying that. So I'm going this way, I guess. I should ride my chocobo, because I'm in a hurry. It's dark again, by the way. Of course I started recording when it was dark. At least it was midnight, though, so it shouldn't stay dark too long. Hey, wounded soldier, you okay? Let me aid you.
Thank you. I think I can manage on my own.
Good job. Wow. Wounded Temple Knight? Oh no. Ah, he's not saying anything. Wounded Flame Soldier. Aiding. I'm aiding him by petting him on the head.
For a moment there, I thought I was bound for Thol's Great Hall. Ye gods, what were the Imperials thinking?
Wounded Storm Soldier. Oh, we got some serious music going on here. Let me pet you on the head to aid you. Just, give me a moment to let the world stop spinning, would you? There. Alagiri's not far. I'll make it. Okay, good job. I bet I'm gonna end up there pretty soon. Oh, now we can go talk to the Wounded Temple Knight. I will pet this guy on the shield. I'm aiding you. Cutscene.
Ugh, everything hurts. I think I was struck by debris from the tower.
Huh?
Wait, I know you. Tia Belobo, ward of House Fortemp. We fought together on the Steps of Faith. You saved my life back then, and now.
That's 2 you owe me. I can walk. Thank you. 1,000 times. Thank you. Uh-huh.
Conrad! Conrad, can you hear me? Nago, put him down over there.
It's Lise. Oh, big cutscene coming. Oh, Conrad's down. Tia, full glad I am to see you. Wait, where's my sister? She's looking for you. Manago. Oh, mighty Ralga. Oh, noble Azimia, I beg of you, do not take him from us. Lise.
Conrad! Conrad, speak to me!
It was all so sudden. Conrad had just convinced the last few skulls to surrender when we heard the bang and everything started to shake. We carried the survivors to safety, but Conrad's... We have done what we can for him. All that remains is to pray.
Conrad?
Is that you, Lise? I can't see a damn thing. Well, that's that then. Time's up.
What are you talking about? You'll be on your feet before you know it.
It's all right, Lise. I've lived long enough. But listen, I want you to lead the resistance in my stead.
Don't say another word. You'll recover. We'll recover. We'll bring freedom to Alamigo together. We're not going to stop here.
No, you won't. Everything we've built, everyone we've brought together, I know you'll show them the way. You've got it in you, Lise. Not because you're Curtis's daughter or Ida's sister, but because you're you. Because you're you.
Conrad.
freedom.
I will, Conrad. I will. I promise.
Meanwhile, in the chaos of Castromabania,
Next round, double the charge.
Come, Nidhogg. We are needed.
That's the cerulean pipeline. Impossible! How can one man... Shoot the bastard! Shoot him!
My lance has slain far greater beasts. You're welcome, boy.
Notify all units! I want that intruder found! And get the engineers to fix my bloody cannon! The savages are coming!
okay. Bella is back inside. The cutscene is over. The tragic death of Conrad. I have a few thoughts about this. I don't feel like we saw the relationship between Lise and Conrad develop enough to where it makes a lot of sense for Lise to, pledge her devotion to him like that. I never really got much of a sense that they really knew each other that much. So that was a little bit awkward, I thought. But, I can go with it. I don't have a problem with that. Menego, it makes more sense to me that Menego would be broken up over Conrad's death because of, they clearly knew each other off-screen a lot more. Whereas Lise has been on-screen, and we should have seen her building a relationship with Conrad, which, it was there a little bit, but not a huge amount. So anyway, let's just continue. Menego. No, you can't, not now. Sorry, Menego. I promise, says Lise. Alright, Alphino. We could have killed them. We could have walked away. But instead we tried to convince them to lay down their arms. We tried to seek a peaceful resolution. We showed them mercy, and this was their response. Fire and blood. This was their answer. Such crimes cannot go unpunished. They must not. God's is my witness. There will be a reckoning. Wow, Alphino. The road home. Slowly. I tried to say like 3 different words before I ended up on slowly. Slowly but surely, Alphino is regaining his composure. Forgive me, now is not the time for vows of vengeance. We must remain calm and rational and in control. The Imperials have demonstrated a willingness to fire on their own. So long as we remain here, we are in danger. We 3 will see to Commander Kemp's body, find my sister and return to Alagiri. We will meet you in Alagiri. I pray you find my sister and leave at once. Okay. She's probably right around the corner looking for you. Hey guys. Hey Alize, I found your brother. He's okay. There, that should suffice for now. Go on and join the others. Thank you. Tell me you found Alphino. Tell me he's alright. He's fine. Meow 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 meow. He's like right up the ramp there. Oh, thank the 12. I don't know what I would have done. Though saying that, what will the Resistance do without Commander Kemp? Sorry, not here. Not now. We should return to Alagiri. Keep an eye out for any wounded who need our help on the way. Search for wounded soldiers in search of assistance. In need of assistance. I like how I just replace words at random. Just for the heck of it. Doesn't matter if it makes sense or not. I'm in the red circle, but I don't see any wounded soldiers. Ah, here you are. Alamegan Resistance Fighter. What should we do? We've got plenty of our own wounded to deal with. Say the word and I'll finish him quick. No, don't do that. I will aid him by petting him on the head. It wasn't long ago I was trying to kill you and yours. I half expected you were about to slit my throat. Tails with this, I should be back home in Ilzabad instead of taking fire from my so-called comrades. Alright. You're fine. Prisoner of war. Send him to the prison camps. Where the rules of... oh god, I can't think of the name of the... Geneva Convention rules will be upheld. Here's a wounded resistance fighter. I'm petting you so that you may receive aid. Thanks, friend. Bloody tourniquet came loose and I was having trouble getting it back on. I should be fine the rest of the way. Well, that's good, because I was going to ignore you. Now that I've solved your problem. Looking for some more wounded in the red circle. Probably somebody hiding behind a rock somewhere. There he is. He's over. Well, he's not hiding. He's right out here in the open next to a tree. Pet. Oh, bless you, kind... Oh, wait, is that you, Tia? I didn't recognize you at first. Been feeling a bit dizzy. Must have lost a lot of blood. I can keep going. Who the heck are you? Do I know you, sir? I don't believe I do. I probably should have looked for a aether current while I was up there, but I forgot. You know, it just now occurred to me that I could have just used the teleport to get back here. Hey guys, Lise. It's up to all of us to carry on in his stead. It's up to me. Alize. I did what I could for those I found along the way, but some were beyond help. Monego. I knew we'd lose people doing this, but him? I was sure the old bear would outlast us all. Oh, that was a Game of Thrones reference to, old Commander Mormont, the old bear. I mean, it could have been something. It could have been unrelated, but it just reminded me of it. Alphino. Tia, we have given over Commander Kemp's remains for safekeeping. Later, I have no idea when, rites must needs be performed. For now, however, we must carry on. We must press forward. We must not give in to despair. Quest complete. For the living and the dead, the question of how to move forward in Conrad's absence looms large in Alphino's mind. All Alliance and Resistance units have now withdrawn from Specula Imperatoris. It is time we spoke with General Alden. That's Rauban. I now know General Alden is Rauban. I didn't always know that, but it took me like 75% of the way through this expansion to realize that connection. Alright, here we go. Serpent Officer. Grim though it is, the Conjurers have had no choice but to impose a rigid triage system when treating the wounded. Under the circumstances, we have to be realistic. I think I change these guys' voices every single time. Mark my words, when this is over, I will take the heads of every officer in Castrum Urbania. I'll swing the bloody axe myself if I have to. That was the Storm Officer. Pippin, what do you have to say? We lost a lot of men inside the tower. Casualties are still mounting among those who survived. These deaths weigh heavy on my soul, Commander Kemp's most of all. He was a wise leader. He was a patriot. Above all else, he was a good man who will be sorely missed. One of many lost this day. I ask for a moment's silence to pray for the souls of the departed. Let's hang our heads. Oh, poor Monego. We have suffered a grievous defeat, but we cannot and will not renounce this cause. The die has been cast. Hold tight to this grief, this anger, and let it drive you forward. Let it be your strength and your shield when next you face the enemy. It will carry us far, General. Of that I have no doubt. Ere we take another step towards Alamigo, however, we must first address the question of how to deal with Castrum Urbania's cannon. If the Imperials are willing to employ the weapon without thought for their own soldiers' safety, we may struggle to approach them. Without thought of their own soldiers' safety, we may struggle to approach them. A frontal assault is out of the question. We'd lose countless men before we even reach the walls. Would we? Recall that the Imperials could have obliterated our forces had they kept firing, but neglected to do so. They had no strategic reason to cease fire, which begs the question, why did they? You suspect they were unable to fire the cannon again? Mayhap due to a malfunction? Or one of their officers found his conscience after the first barrage, or a heretofore unknown resistance faction chose that moment to disable it. There are many possibilities, but the fact remains that they stopped when logic dictated they continue. Then I'll just have to go and see for myself if the cannon is still operational. Are you mad? Conrad put you in charge of the Resistance. We can't risk losing another commander so soon. I know how you feel, Nago. I do. But I need you to understand. It wasn't long after Papalimo and I arrived at Rauga's Reach that Conrad first asked me to join the Resistance. And then he kept on asking. Every time I said no, I told myself it was because of the scions. But even then, I knew deep down that it was an excuse, that I was still afraid of following my heart, because I couldn't be sure if it was for me or for Ida. But then I met someone on the other side of the world who had struggled with the same worries, and as we traveled and fought together, I saw him grow and become the leader his people needed him to be. And now it's my turn to do the same. There's not a lot of us left, and of the ones that are, many are still wounded. We have to make do with what we've got, and I'm the best qualified. It's as simple as that. But don't worry, Nago. I'll come back. I promise. Well, okay. What? I got another Windows pop-up here. Total home protection.
While I acknowledge Commander Hext's right to carry out this mission, I see no reason why she should do so alone. Tia, would you go with her?
I would have done that even if you hadn't asked, sir. Leave it to me.
Okay. Then it is settled. We will await your return.
Grim though it is, mark my words, one can but wonder how the rank and file of the 12th Legion will view their leadership upon hearing about the fate of Specula Imperatorus. Indeed. Conrad confided in me that he was considering naming her as his successor, so it didn't come as a complete shock. I mean, I was still surprised, but I've never once doubted his judgment. None of us have. If he thought Lise was the best choice, then she is. Rabon.
More than a keeper, she needs a friend now. Stay close to her.
Okay. Whoops. I forgot to talk to Alphino and Ax. Can I get out of here? Can I escape? Nope, I'm stuck with it. Sorry to drag you into this, Tia. It may not be the decision Conrad would have made, but I'm not Conrad. I never will be. I don't know what kind of leader he was hoping for, but right now, all I can do is be myself. For the living and the dead. Wait, I shall decline. And now I can talk to Alphino. I understand Manago's concern. If they were to lose another leader so soon after losing Conrad, the Resistance might never recover. And yes. When did Lise become leader of the Resistance? That is... I suppose we have Hien to thank for this, too. Yeah, I assume that was Hien that she was referring to as the leader from across the world. Alright, sorry to drag you into this. It may not... all I can do is be myself. For the living and the dead, quest complete. Above the churning waters. Oh boy, we're gonna get a new bow. Lisa's mind is made up. If you don't mind, I'd rather not wait around and have people try to talk me out of it. Let's get moving. I know a good vantage point overlooking the castrum. Nyankrif's Hope. The ship stranded on the rocks to the east of here. It shouldn't take us too long to get there. Oh, but there might be some ancient golems guarding it, or that might just be an old wives' tale. Either way, it's worth the risk. Lise, Commander, I pray you proceed with all due caution. Do not hesitate to call upon us if needed. That was Manago. To reach the ship, we'll have to scale the cliff face. I'll get some climbing gear and meet you there, alright? Alright. The ship dates back to days of the Great Flood.
The legend goes that it was teleported onto the rocks by magic. No idea if it's true, but I'll be damned if I know how else it could have got up there. Well, that's a Noah's Ark reference. If ever I've heard one. I understand Manego's concern, yes. When did Lise become the leader of the resistance? Alright, everybody has the same dialogue. Let's get rolling. Pale Morning, how's it going? If there's something you need, I suggest speaking to Servant Marshal Brazenbrook. I think you said that before. I think it's okay to move on from here. So we're going there. Where is the nearest compass? Ether current. Northwest. So yeah, it was probably right up around them, right where I was up there. I just didn't get it. Just walked right by it. Aha, there's the ship. I was taking a drink of water. Destination. Okay, well, it looks like we will not have any actual climbing mechanics. This will be a cutscene, I imagine. Ah! What? Guardian Beast! Lise was not kidding about the golems. The golems, whatever's. I'm gonna do this without peeps, even. I can handle this guy all by myself. I think. Whoa! He says as he gets nailed. This is actually a somewhat difficult battle. Where there... I have some danger of dying here. I should use... Whoa! That was closer than I was expecting. Let's just wait for our health to go up a little bit. Yawn. There she is. Where you been? Hello. Sorry to keep you waiting. I see you've met the golems. Looks like the old stories were true, eh? In a way, I'm glad. Right then, time to climb. Okay. Whew. That took a bit more out of me than I expected. Bad timing. And here she is, Njomkref's Hope, the ark that one man made to save countless others from the flood during the Sixth Umbral Era. It's comforting to think that there have always been people who cared this much about their fellow man, who accomplished such great feats that people couldn't help thinking they must be made up. But the proof's right here, isn't it? I don't just mean the ship, you know. I mean you. Long before anyone started calling you a hero, you were there for those in need. You did things for people when you didn't have to. Sometimes even when they didn't want you to. It can't have been easy staying true to yourself, but we're all better for it, me included. I'll never be a leader like Conrad,
or Hian, or my father. Oh. But I can be a friend to you all, and I can fight by your side. I can be me, and that'll just have to be enough, eh? Okay, if you say so. I think they've gotten a lot of new facial expressions in this expansion. Strange to think back on it. If we'd been standing in different places, or if the shell had struck the tower differently, it would have been me instead of Conrad. Or maybe both of us. What kind of monster murders at their own? Is that smoke from Castrum Urbania? It's coming from the cannon. Wait, it's coming from the cannon. I can't tell what happened from here, but I can tell that it won't be giving us any trouble in the immediate future. This is our chance, Tia, to avenge Conrad and all the others who died in the tower, friend and foe. To take Castrum Urbania and bring the bastards who gave the order to fire to justice. It won't be easy after the losses we took, but I know everyone's champing at the bit to strike back. With the right plan, I'm certain we can do it. We have to tell the others. Come on. Let's just jump down. Or I'll use the aetheryte crystal to teleport back. Easier down than up, eh? That's not necessarily safer, though not necessarily safer. Anyway, no time to rest. We need to convince the others to strike now, before the Imperials have time to fix their cannon. Alright, Zelkova Longbow. You are mine. This time, I am going to equip it immediately. And what does it look like? Hey, it looks normal. It looks like a normal, plain longbow. That's pretty awesome. I like that. I like the plainer looking ones, actually. I mean, at least the bow-shaped ones. I definitely like the ones that are not folding bows. Those just drive me crazy. The path forward. Lise is not willing to let this opportunity pass you by. There's no time to lose, Tia. General Alden needs to know what we saw. That means Raubon. I have a feeling we are coming up on an instance. Elfino, we're back. Well, did you learn anything of value? Alize, you look like you've got something important to say. I'm relieved the two of you made it back in one piece. I mean, I always am, but it's a little different now, isn't it? Serpent Officer. We have lost so many men already. If we suffer another defeat like this campaign is over. Storm Officer. We will have our retribution, but it is but a matter of time. Pippin. So long as the Imperials hold Castrum Urbania, we will not be able to march on Alamigo. No, gave you the wrong accent there, that's okay.
You are returned. I only hope you bring good news.
We scaled the cliffs of Nyamkev's Hope and spied... Nyamkev's Hope... and spied smoke rising from Castrum Urbania's main cannon. I think Marshal Turpin's right. They didn't fire again because they couldn't. The cannon seems to have been disabled somehow. Then we must attack Castrum Urbania at once.
It could still be a trick, but if it isn't, we may not get a better opportunity.
Bluntly, General, if it is a trick, it is an utterly baffling stratagem. Had the Imperials wished to wipe us out, they could simply have kept firing. Be that as it may, we need not risk everything to seize it. I say we dispatch a small contingent to infiltrate the castrum and secure control of the weapon. If the enemy is preoccupied with repairs, we may be able to take them unawares. If, on the other hand, it is indeed a trick, our token force will prove an elusive target, and we will at least know the cannon is operational. Either way, it seems well worth the risk. But how are we to infiltrate the castrum? In anticipation of a day such as this, men and women under my command have labored long to cultivate a network of informants throughout Girabania, including Radiata. Radiata is home to many who hold menial positions at Castrum Urbania and other nearby installations. With the aid of our allies there, I believe we can secure a route into the fortress. The Resistance will handle this. You may have recruited these informants, but they'll be just as happy working with fellow Alamegans. And at the end of the day, it's our land, our responsibility. Let us do right by Conrad. I should be glad to accompany her, General, as would Alize and Tia, I am sure.
Well then, if you are all in agreement, I see no reason to refuse you. We will make ready to march on Castrum Urbania. Go, and may Ralga watch over and keep you.
Okay. Oy.
Had Alphino not volunteered you, I would have asked. If anyone can see this mission through, it's you.
Alright, I'm hoping everybody's not going to have different dialogue. I suspect a hand-picked contingent of the Alamegan Brigade's finest would have been equally, if not more qualified, but what do I know? Thanks for standing by me, Tia. Together we'll make Conrad proud. Monago. I knew the Alliance had spies in Girabania, but in Radiata? Impressive. My apologies for speaking on your behalf. It would seem my sister's forthright manner is rubbing off on me. I confess my decision to volunteer was not wholly motivated by concern for Elise, nor less Alamigo. Castrum Urbania is the largest Imperial facility in the peaks, you see, and so the likelihood that Kryl is being held captive there is quite high. Dealing with that cannon remains our main objective, of course, but if there is even a chance that Kryl might be rescued in the process, I would never forgive myself if I did not take it. Alright, let's pick up an Uchikatana, just for the heck of it. With tired hands we toll. Alphino is ready to lead the way to Radiata. So to review, we are to travel to Radiata, where we will meet with a contact recruited by Marshal Terrapin's agents. I took the liberty of reviewing intelligence reports while Tia and Lise were away, so the settlement is not wholly unfamiliar to me. As the Vice Marshal indicated, the vast majority of the populace is employed as menial labor in either Specula Imperatoris or Castrum Urbania. Perhaps as a result of this, the Resistance has long struggled to make inroads there. You might have the right of it. They got a better deal than most Alamegans, feeding off what scraps the Imperials gave them. Damned if I know how Marshal Terrapin's agents got one of them to turn his coat. I understand your disdain, I do, but I also understand their desire to look after their families by any means necessary. Our contact is a Rodigan woman. She will ask us a question. After we answer with courage, she will know us as friends. Wait, shouldn't we know what the question she's going to ask is? I think that would be an important part of the code process. Courage, right. Put together a squadron, Nago. We'll need them soon. With me, my friends, and be ready for anything. Alright then. It seems we have an unlock quest. Undoubtedly this will unlock an ether current. What's my time? 49 minutes. You know, I think I'm going to stop here. I am getting a bit tired. And I will pick this up again tomorrow from this point. Maybe with any luck, I will be able to start recording at dawn in game time. That would be a nice, refreshing change. Although it was daylight for most of this, I guess. That was pretty cool. Alright. Thanks for watching. See you later.